kept the porch light on until the bulb burnt out. Funny how the silence is the thing that screams and shouts. I memorized the way you take your coffee in the morning. Now I'm just a ghost inside the house where we were born. I gave you every secret, every piece of skin and bone, but now I'm sitting in a kingdom on a paper throne. They say that love is patient, they say that love is kind, but they don't tell you love is what leaves everyone behind. I didn't keep a safety net, I didn't have a plan. I just held on to the water till it turned to sand. Maybe I just love too hard for my own good. I gave you more than any human ever should. I poured my heart until the glass was running dry, and now I'm searching for the ice inside. Goodbye, it's a heavy price to pay for a feeling so light, to be the only one still swinging in a losing fight. Yeah, I love too hard, I love too deep, and now I'm losing all the promises I couldn't keep. I see you in the grocery store, a phantom in the aisle. You've got a different look, you've got a brand new kind of smile, and it kills me how you're breathing like your lungs don't even ache, while I'm still counting every single rib you had to break. I was building up a temple, you were looking for the door. I guess I didn't realize you weren't keeping score. Is there a medicine for giving too much of your soul? How do you fix a heart that's missing half of every hole? I do it all again, that's the saddest part of all. I'd still be the one who's standing just to catch you when you fall. But I just love too hard for my own good. I gave you more than a human ever should. I poured my heart until the glass was running dry, and now I'm searching for the ice inside. Goodbye, it's a heavy price to pay for a feeling so light, to be the only one still swinging in a losing fight. Yeah, I love too hard, I love too deep, and now I'm losing all the promises I couldn't keep. The stars are still there, but the sky feels wrong. I'm still singing, but it's such a lonely song. I loved you too hard, yeah, I loved you too hard. Now I'm just the echo of a heart that's gone on. I found your ring in the bedside drawer, the one you said you didn't need no more. And it's funny how a little piece of gold can feel so heavy and feel so cold. I'm still walking on the side of the bed where you used to rest your tired head. Now the silence is a deafening sound of a heart that's crashing to the ground. I knew the storm was moving in, I saw the ice beneath your skin. I heard the goodbye in your hello, but I I just couldn't let you go. I knew you'd break it, I knew you'd leave, I knew you had a few tricks up your sleeve. I saw the end before we'd even begun. I knew I'd be the losing one, but I gave you my soul and I gave you my best. I put my heart through the ultimate test, knowing you'd throw it all away. I loved you anyway. My friends all told me to run for the door, that you weren't the one I was looking for. But I liked the way you said my name, even if it was all just a part of your game. Now I'm staring at the ghost on the wall, waiting for a phone that'll never call. It's a lonely road and a bitter pill to know you don't love me and you never will. They say better to have loved and lost, but they never tell you about the cost of the sleepless nights and the hollow chest, and the way your ghost won't let me rest. I do it all over, the joy and the pain, just to stand with you once more in the rain. I knew you'd break it, I knew you'd leave, I knew you had a few tricks up your sleeve. I saw the end before it even begun. I knew I'd be the losing one, but I gave you my soul and I gave you my best. I put my heart through the ultimate test, knowing you'd throw all waste. I loved you anyway. Went out, I loved you through every shadow of doubt. Even now, as I'm fading to gray, I love you anyway. I still love you anyway. The coffee's cold, the house is way too quiet. I'm tracing outlines where you used to lay. I tried to build a kingdom on a giant, but watch the stone and mortar melt away. I kept the windows closed to keep the heat in, not knowing I was suffocating us. Now I'm just a soldier in retreating, left standing in our gold, turned into rust. I didn't love you less, I loved you wrong. I held the bird until I broke its wing. I sang the words but never knew the song. I wanted everything and gave you nothing. I thought that holding tight was how you stay, but I just squeezed the life right out of played the hero, played the leading part, but never stopped to calculate the cost. You needed space to breathe, I gave you walls. You needed truth, I gave you what sounded good. Now I'm the only shadow in these halls, misunderstanding like I always would. It wasn't that the fire died, I just burned the house to keep it warm. I mistook the wreckage for the pride, and the quiet for the ending of the storm. I didn't love you less, I loved you wrong. I held the burden till I broke its wing. I sang the words but never knew the song. I wanted everything and gave you nothing. I thought that holding tight was how you stay, but I just squeezed the life right out of us. Now I'm watching forever walk away because I loved you wrongly from the start. I'm tracing the outlines of shadows on the wall, waiting for a whisper or a reason not to fall. I put my soul into the silence between us two, but the more I gave, the less I mattered to you. I was the background noise to your favorite song, a ghost in the room where I thought I belonged. I raised my voice until my throat was raw and dry, but you only saw the rain, you never saw me cry. I was screaming underwater, reaching for your hand, but you were building castles on a different shore of sand. And I stayed unheard always, like a prayer lost in the wind, a book you never opened, a story that couldn't begin. I was the heartbeat in the dark that you chose to ignore. Now I'm just a hollow echo knocking on a locked door. Yeah, I stayed unheard always while you were listening to someone else. The coffee's getting cold and the house is far too still. I told you I was breaking, but I guess you've had your fill of my complicated heart and the words I tried to say. You just turn the volume up and look the other way. How do you lose a person who's standing right in front of you? I guess I'm just a shade of gray you never really knew. secret that the moonlight weeps. And I stayed unheard always, like a prayer lost in the wind, a book you never opened, a story that couldn't begin. I was the heartbeat in the dark that you chose to ignore. Now I'm just a hollow echo knocking on a locked door. Yeah, I stayed unheard always, while you were listening to someone else. I'm letting go of the microphone. I'm walking out into the quiet alone. You won't have to ignore me anymore. I'm finally silent, just like you wanted. Always unheard, always. I watch the clocks turn circles on the wall, waiting for a whisper or a call. You were in the room but miles away. I found 100 reasons I should stay. The coffee's cold, the silence is a roar. I'm picking up my pride from off the floor, but every time I reach to turn the latch, I couldn't strike the flame to light the match. I stayed while the colors turned to gray. I stayed while you pushed me far away. I held the pieces till my fingers bled, believing every lie we never said. It's a lonely kind of brave, a quiet kind of fear, to keep on loving what isn't even here. I stayed while hurting was the cost, to keep from admitting we were lost. The photographs are lying in the hall. They don't show the shadows or the fall. I memorized the way you used to look before we reached the ending of the book. Now I'm a ghost inside a home we built, drowning in the shadow of my guilt, for thinking if I suffered just enough, I'd be the one to save this broken love. How do you leave when your heart is the door? How do you walk when you can't feel the floor? I traded my peace for a seat at your side. Now there's nothing left but the tears that I've dried. I stayed while the colors turned to gray. I stayed while you pushed me far away. I held the pieces till my fingers bled, believing every lie we never said. It's a lonely kind of brave, a quiet kind of fear, to keep on loving what isn't even here. I stayed while hurting was the cost, to keep from admitting we're lost. Until there was nothing left to hold. Until my heart finally went cold. I stayed. I still leave the porch light on, like you're just running late. I haven't moved the coffee mug we left beside the gate. The silence in this hallway is a sound I've grown to fear. It's been 100 mornings, but I still feel you here. We built a world on promises, or so I thought we did. But now I'm just a ghost inside the house where we once lived. We had the fire, we had the spark, we had the light to outrun the dark. You said forever and I sang along, but even the beautiful songs end wrong. I gave you my heart and you made it a home. Now I'm just standing here shivering alone. It felt like a lifetime when we started the day, but love didn't stay long. It just drifted away. Your side of the mattress is still perfectly pressed. I'm wearing the sweater that you like the best. I see your reflection in the glass of the door. Then I remember we don't do us anymore. Was it a whisper that told you to leave, or just a hollow space I didn't wanna perceive? We had the fire, we had the spark, we had the light to outrun the dark. You said forever and I sang along, but even the beautiful songs end wrong. I gave you my heart and you made it a home. Now I'm just standing here shivering alone. It felt like a lifetime when we started the day, but love didn't stay long. It just drifted away. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief. It steals all the joy and it leaves all the grief. I'm checking the clock, counting the hours, waiting for rain to bring back the flowers. But the garden is dead and the sky is just gray. You took all the color when you walked away. It was just a guess passing through. It didn't stay long, and neither did you. I'm still standing on that gravel road where the taillights faded into gray. I'm holding on to ghosts and heavy loads while you're 1,000 sunsets far away. I kept the map, but you changed the destination. I'm haunted rooms where we used to breathe. Now I'm just a quiet, cold sensation, the shadow of the man you didn't need. Left me behind. I see your laughter in a stranger's post. A different hand is resting on your knee. It's the simple things that hurt the absolute most, like knowing that you're happy without me. There's no more pieces left for me to take, just a hollow house and a bitter, lonely dawn. They say that time is a healer, a river, a friend, but I'm just drowning where the shallows end. You're miles ahead, walking in the light, and I'm the only one who didn't say goodnight. Yeah, the world kept spinning, but my heart just stopped. I'm the letter that the postman dropped. I'm the silhouette in a frame you threw away. The forever that didn't live to see today. You found a brand new rhythm, a different kind of high, while I'm still tracing us across the sky. I'm the echo in the hole, the ghost of a design. Love went moving on and left me behind. Left me behind. Inside still right here. I still reach for your hand in the space where it used to be. Just a ghost of habit, a shadow of you and me. We had a lifetime scripted, every line and every scene, but the ink started fading in the places in between. And oh, it wasn't a crash or a sudden goodbye, no thunder in the distance, no storm in the sky. It was the quietest theft I've ever known, a garden untended, now overgrown. I didn't see the cracks until the light faded out. I didn't feel the distance until I was filled with doubt. The hardest part is knowing we didn't walk away. Our love just slipped, quietly slipped between the days. The calendar pages are heavy with things we didn't do. Morning coffee for one when it used to be for two. I remember the laughter, but I can't recall the sound. Like a beautiful secret that never wanted to be found. We were so busy living, we forgot how to love. Watching the stars, but missing the sky above. Now I'm standing in the silence of an empty hall, wondering how something so big could feel so small. Between the Tuesday rains and the Sunday light, you drifted out of reach, out of soul, out of sight. Now I'm just a memory of a heart used to crave, watching our love slip between the days. I'm still sleeping on the left side of the bed, leaving room for a ghost and the things we never said. I kept a sweater that still smells like your cologne. It's a heavy kind of comfort when I'm sitting here alone. I watch the sunset turn to gray against the wall, and for the first time in a year I didn't try to call. The silence is a screaming kind of loud, and I'm just another face lost in the crowd. They say time is supposed to wash the salt away, but I've been praying for the rain to stay. I don't wanna feel better if it means forgetting you. I'd rather stay broken than be someone new, because this pain feels earned somehow, like a debt I'm finally paying for the way I loved you then. I'm holding on to the hurt, 'cause it's all that's left of us now. Every tear is a witness to the place where you have been. I could let it go, I could find the light, but I'm not ready to give up the fight. If the price of our magic is this hollow, heavy brow, then this pain feels earned somehow. I saw your picture in a frame I forgot to hide. It's a different kind of torture, the way you look alive. You're smiling at a version of me that doesn't exist, the one who hadn't learned yet what it's like to be dismissed. I'm tracing the cracks in the floorboards of this home, building a kingdom out of everything you've thrown. And people ask me why I'm still dressed in black, like I'm waiting for a train that's never coming back. Maybe I'm a martyr for a love that went to seed. Maybe I'm just addicted to the way I start to bleed. But if I heal the wound, then the scar will fade too. And I'm terrified of a world that doesn't scream you. And this pain feels earned somehow, like a debt I'm finally paying for the way I loved you then. I'm holding on to the hurt, 'cause it's all that's left of us now. Every tear is a witness to the place where you have been. I could let it go, I could find the light, but I'm not ready to give up the fight. If the price of our magic is this hollow, heavy brow, then this pain feels earned somehow. It's mine, the ache in my chest, the weight in my spine. I earned every mile of this lonely road. I earned every ounce of this heavy load. turned somehow. The porch lights flickering, rhythmic and slow, like a heartbeat that's looking for somewhere to go. I'm tracing the shadows you left on the wall, still waiting for footsteps that won't come at all. The radio's humming low, hollow static, and the silence in here feels almost dramatic. 'Cause the world keeps on turning, indifferent and cold, selling the same bitter stories it's always told. They say time is a healer, a thief and a lie, but none of those ghosts are with me tonight. Every tear is a secret I'm forced to keep, a promise you made that you didn't quite read. Yeah, the world's full of sorrow, but this isn't right. The pain feels personal tonight. I walked past the diner where we used to sit, saw a ghost in your booth and I hated it. How can the coffee still steam in the cup when my entire universe just went up? It's a collective cliche, or so I've been told, but the bed's getting big and the sheets are too cold. It's not just a breakup, it's a theft of the soul, a jagged edge canyon where there used to be hope. Don't tell me it's coming, don't tell me I'm in. Don't treat my disaster like some kind of trend. 'Cause the world keeps on turning, indifferent and cold, selling the same bitter stories it's always told. They say time is a healer, a thief and a lie, but none of those ghosts are with me tonight. Every tear is a secret I'm forced to keep, a promise you made that you didn't quite read. Yeah, the world's full of sorrow, but this isn't right. The pain feels personal tonight, personal, like it was written just for me. The ink is still wet on the misery. The porch light went out, now I finally see how personal this pain can be. I found our names in a dust-covered book beside the Polaroids that you never took. The radio plays that one melody the one where you promised you'd never leave me. Now the chords feel heavy, the rhythm is slow. I'm humming the parts that I used to know, but the air in this room has started to thin, and I'm losing the battle I'm living in. Because pain lives in songs we used to sing, in the ghost of a promise and a gold-plated ring. I'm tracing the notes of a love gone wrong. Yeah, pain lives in songs where we both belong. I turn up the volume to drown out the fear, but I'm just a lyric that you'll never hear. The bridge of this track is where we fell apart, a minor key echo inside of my heart. I'm rewrite the ending, I'm changing the lines, but I can't edit out all the warning signs. Now every vibration is a memory sting. It's funny how silence is a deafening thing. I'm stuck in the static, I'm caught in the haze, just a sad compilation of our better days. Is it art if it hurts this much to create? Is it love if it's anchored to nothing but fate? I'm screaming the chorus, I'm breaking the strings, but the music won't fix what the memory brings. Because pain lives in songs we used to sing, in the ghost of a promise and a gold-plated ring. I'm tracing the notes of a love gone wrong. Yeah, pain lives in songs where we both belong. I turn up the volume to drown out the fear, but I'm just a lyric that you'll never hear. So play it once more, then let it fade out, until there is nothing left to cry about. Just a scratch on the record, a skip in the beat, the sound of a heart that admitted defeat. Yeah, the pain lives here, right in the song. The curtains haven't even seen the light, but I'm already losing the ghost of the night. The pillow is cold where your shadow should be, just a hollowed out space in the shape of we. I try to drift back to the dream where you stayed, but the silence is loud and the memories fade. The sun is a stranger I'm not ready to meet. The floorboards are heavy beneath my feet. The world is still sleeping, so quiet and deep, but I've got a promise that I couldn't keep. house, sadness wakes me first. I reach for my phone just to check for a sign, then remember your number's no longer mine. It's the cruelest moment, that second of grace. Before I remember, I can't see your face. The ache is a clock that never runs slow. It's the only heartbeat I still seem to know. They say that the morning brings a brand new start, but it just brings the daylight to show me my heart in pieces, in tatters, right here on the floor. Loving a ghost who don't live here no more. The alarm hasn't buzzed, the birds haven't sung, but the weight of your name is already on my tongue. Before the coffee, before the light, before I find the strength to put up a fight. The world is still gray, but the hurt is so thirst. In this empty house, sadness wakes me first. Yeah, the sadness wakes me first, me first. Before I'm numb, it's always you. Fade a single only chord. The coffee's cold, the steam is gone, just like the ghost of us at dawn. I'm reaching out for words to say, but you're 1,000 miles away, even though you're sitting right across the hall. I'm waiting for the crash, but I only feel the fall. We used to stay up screaming, used to fight to make it right. Now we're just two shadows moving softly through the night. No more I'm sorry, no more wait. Just the heavy, quiet click of the garden gate. And now the silence took the lead. It's the only thing that's left for us to feed. It's louder than the words we never spoke, the steady breath of love before it broke. I'm screaming in the vacuum, but I'm never gonna bleed. 'Cause the music stopped and the silence took the lead. Your side of the bed is neat and tucked, like a chapter closed, like a string that's plucked. I used to know the rhythm of your heart. Now I don't know where you end or where I start. The clock on the wall is the only soul that talks, tracing every circle while the lonely spirit walks. If you'd only break a glass, if you'd only let the anger pass, silence took the lead. The coffee's cold, the steam has finally died. Just like the words we're both choking on inside. I'm tracing outlines of your ghost against the wall, waiting for a sound, any sound at all. But your eyes are locked on the shadows on the floor, and I don't think I know who you are anymore. I'm screaming, stay with everything I've got, but the air in this room is tight in a knot. I'm begging for a storm, a fight, a simple no, but you let in the quiet, put on a show. And oh, it's the loudest thing I've ever heard. The way you're leaving without saying a word. I thought we were a fire, but we're just turning gray. I'm fighting for us, but you're drifting away. I reach for your hand, but you reached for the light and left me alone in the dead of the night. I guess this is how the story has to end. I lost my love and my soul and my friend. I tried to call out, but you wouldn't collide. I lost you today, 'cause silence took your side. The keys are on the counter, a heavy metal ring. It's funny how the smallest things can have such a sting. You're packing up the memories, the us and the we, leaving only echoes of what used to be. I'm waiting for the sorry, or maybe it's a lie, but you're just a stranger with a hollow goodbye. Silence is a weapon, and you're holding it tight, cutting through the fabric of every Friday night. It's the space in the bed, it's the cold in my bones, it's the heaviest weight that I've ever known. You didn't have to walk out or slam any door. You just stopped speaking, and I wasn't enough anymore. No, it's the loudest thing I've ever heard. The time collide. I lost you today, 'cause silence took your side. Silence took your side. Now it's just me in the quiet. No more I love you. No more good night. Just the sound of the world turning off the I'm staring at the shadows on the wall, tracing lines of a life I don't recall. You said forever like it was a holy vow, but forever feels like empty silence now. I'm reaching for your hand in the dark, but I'm only catching smoke from a dying spark. The clocks keep ticking, but the time is wrong. I'm still humming the chorus of a ghost-written song. And now the tears blur the truth of what we were, a faded portrait of a him and a her. I try to see the exit, try to find the light, but my vision's failing in the middle of the night. Were we ever happy, or just good at the lie? I can't see the answer through a salt water eye. Yeah, the tears blur the truth, and I'm saying goodbye. I found your old sweater in the bottom drawer. It doesn't smell like home or you anymore. Just dust and the weight of 1,000 regrets, the kind of ache that a heart never forgets. I'm looking for a reason why you had to leave, but I'm blinded by the secrets up your sleeve. They say clarity comes when the storm finally clears, but I've been drowning in the rain of these years. If I stop the crying, will I see you play, or is the distortion the only thing keeping me sane? Because the tears blur the truth of what we it begins. Yeah, the tears blur the truth. Just let the blur win. I'm staring at the hollow side of the bed, tracing the lines of the things we never said. The coffee's getting cold, just like your touch. I guess I learned the hard way. I loved you way too much. I try to keep my head up, try to play the part, but there's a slow motion riot breaking in my heart. I told my pride to lock the door. I told my mind not to miss you anymore, but my body's gotta go stuck. I can't evict, and the silence in this house is getting thick. And I didn't give the order, I didn't say it's time, but the salt is on my lips and I'm losing every line. I'm reaching for the memories that I know I should let go, but my eyes are telling secrets that I didn't want to show. It's a heavy kind of rain, a rhythm I can't condition. Yeah, the tears fall without permission. I saw your sweater in the back of the hall. I thought I'd be okay, thought I'd stand tall, but it smells like the Sunday when we used to believe in a forever that didn't have a sleeve. Now I'm a stranger to the face in the glass, watching the shadow of a beautiful past. And I didn't give the order, I didn't say it's time, but the salt is on my lips and I'm losing every line. I'm reaching for the memories that I know I should let go, but my eyes are telling secrets that I didn't want to show. It's a heavy kind of rain, a rhythm I can't condition. Yeah, the tears fall without permission. They don't ask if I'm ready, they don't care if I'm strong. They just prove that I've been lonely for way too long. I can wrap my arms around me, I can try to hold it in, but once the dam starts breaking, I don't know where to begin. Droplets on the floor have so much more to say. Yeah, they fall, they just fall without permission. staring at the corner where your shoes used to stay. The dust is settling in the space you took away. I reached across the mattress just to feel the cold. The story of us is a story that's been told. I keep the TV loud to drown the quiet out, but silence is the only thing I hear about. Every picture frame is leaning to the side, like they're tired of the secrets that we tried to hide. They say that time is a healer, a friend to the weak, but time is just a thief who took the words I couldn't speak. And oh, we didn't just fall, we didn't just bend, we didn't just reach a better end. We hit the ground like glass on stone. Now I'm picking up the shards alone. There's a jagged edge for every vow we made, a million tiny splinters where the light begins to fade. We didn't just drift, we didn't just cease, we broke in pieces. I saw you at the station, just a ghost in the rain. I almost called your name, but I couldn't bear the strain of seeing that look, the one that says we're done. Like looking at the shadows when you're searching for the sun. Now your sweater's in a box, but your scent is in the hall. And I'm tracing every crack that's forming on the wall. They say that time is a healer, a friend to the weak, but time is just a thief who took the words I couldn't speak. And oh, we didn't just fall, we didn't just bend, we didn't just reach a better end. We hit the ground like glass on stone. Now I'm picking up the shards alone. There's a jagged edge for every fight we made, a million tiny splinters where the light begins to fade. We didn't just drift, we didn't just cease, we broke in pieces. And I can't glue you back into me. There's too much missing for the world to see. How can something so whole, so heavy and deep, just turn into a pile of memories I can't keep? We hit the ground like glass on stone. Now I'm picking up the shards alone. There's a jagged edge for every vow we made, a million tiny splinters where the light begins to fade. We didn't just drift, we didn't just cease, we broke in pieces. Pieces of the laughter, pieces of the forever, just scattered on the floor. I don't know who we are in pieces anymore. I'm staring at the space where you used to lay. The silence in this room has too much to say. We built a kingdom on a foundation of sand, thinking love was enough to make a final stand. But the tides came in and the walls gave way, and I'm left with the words I was too proud to say. We fought the seasons, we fought the rain, but you can't keep a fire going in a hurricane. Our fingers drifted, though we gripped so tight. Now we're just two shadows retreating from the light. And oh, it breaks me down to the bone to realize us turn back into alone. We had the stars, we had the dawn, but we woke up to find the magic was gone. We tried to fix what was already gone, but the weight of the world was just too strong. I'm sorry, my love, that we couldn't hold on. Your ghost is in the hallway, your scent's on the door. But you don't live behind these eyes anymore. We're like a photograph left out in the sun, fading away until the colors are done. It wasn't a crash, it wasn't a scream, just a slow, quiet death of a beautiful dream. And oh, it breaks me down to the bone to realize us turn back into alone. We had the stars, we had the dawn, but we woke up to find the magic was gone. We tried to fix what was already gone, but the weight of the world was just too strong. I'm sorry, my love, that we couldn't hold on. Maybe in another life the timing would be right. Maybe in another world we wouldn't lose the fight. But in this one, the anchor snapped, and we're just two hearts that got grip got loose, the thread just tore. I can't reach for you across this floor. We couldn't hold on. I'm staring at the hollow space where you used to lie, counting all the quiet ways we let this flicker die. We built a world on promises and held them like a breath, but even the strongest heartbeat can be frightening to death. Now your scent is fading out like a song on a broken wire, and I'm just a bystander at the cooling of the fire. We had the stars in reach, but we let them slip away. We had 1,000 words, but nothing left to say. It wasn't the distance or the mountains we had to climb. It was the slow erosion of a love that ran out of time. We reached for forever, but we reached too far, I guess. Now we're just strangers living in this emptiness. Oh, we couldn't stay close. Your ghost is in the kitchen, and it's haunting every chair. I find your tangled jewelry, and I'm gasping for some air. We tried to patch the cracks, but we only made them wide until there was nowhere left for our tired hearts to hide. I'm walking through the aftermath of everything we planned, just a map of a country that I no longer understand. They say that time will heal, but time is what we lost. I'm looking at the ruins and I'm counting up the cost. Was it my silence? Was it your pride? Or did the current just pull us to the different sides? We had the stars in reach, but we let them slip away. We had 1,000 words, but nothing left to say. It wasn't the distance or the mountains we had to climb. It was the slow erosion of a love that ran out of time. We reached for forever, but we reached too far, I guess. Now we're just strangers living in this emptiness. Oh, we couldn't stay close. No, we couldn't stay close. Just a fading echo, just a closed door. We are I still set the table for two, then I catch my breath. The silence in this kitchen is a different kind of death. I'm dodging the shadows where you used to stand, reaching for ghosts, trying to hold a cold hand. The clock on the wall has a heavy, hollow beat, like it's mocking the rhythm of my heart in defeat. And oh, the quiet is screaming your name. Every empty corner feels exactly the same. I'm drowning in the space where you used to be. Now the weight of the air is crushing me. I never knew a house could be this proud. But your absence, God, your absence feels so loud. Your sweater's still hanging on the back of the door. It doesn't smell like your scent or your skin anymore. Just the dust and the cold and the could-have-beens, a broken down record of where the story ends. I turn on the TV just to mask the sound of my own footsteps hitting the ground. They say that time is a healer, that it softens the blow. But the longer you're gone, the louder the no. It's a roar in my ears, it's a thud in my chest, a permanent riot that won't let me rest. Oh, the quiet is screaming your name. Every empty corner feels exactly the same. I'm drowning in the space where you used to be. Now the weight of the air is crushing me. I never knew a house could be this proud. Your absence, God, your absence feels so loud. So loud I can't hear myself think. So loud I'm standing on the brink. The echo of us is all I have left in this noisy, lonely, beautiful theft. Yeah, your absence, it's the loudest thing I've ever heard.